Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, at Heinz Field. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Las Vegas Raiders. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Here comes Nelson. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. And they run with Harris off the option. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Well, this defense for the Raiders, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Out of the shotgun, Haskins. There they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Harris. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these... negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Here's Haskins out of the gun. Right side, Claypool's got it. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Well, this defense for the Raiders, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Here's Haskins. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
Hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And this will be caught by his big tight end, Ebron, for a Steeler touchdown. Eric Ebron, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. A first down throw, Darnold. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Joe Schobert, number 4 in the NFL in tackles last year, in to make the stop.
Off of play action, Darnold. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Jacobs again. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point by Carlson, up and good.
And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Here comes Nelson.
And able to get this out to the 25.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
They run the option on 2nd down.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again. Check this. No.
Off the play fake. Here's Haskins.
Open man completes it to Claypool. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him.
Trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs from the gun. Fighting his way through contact. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And this is going to be intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A quick pass out to Juju. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, this defense for the Raiders, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that.
And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. The Steelers on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 17.
Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Casey Hayward. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Darnold now to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. A play fake, and it's Darnold. And he finds Waller in the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Darren Waller there to make the grab. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
14, Steelers 7. Daniel Carlson, the kickoff for the Raiders.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. On the give, this is Harris. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Oh, that's a very good run there by Najee Harris, who can take it inside. He can get to the perimeter. He can do it all with his build and his speed. This is a guy coming out of Alabama who did everything for the Crimson Tide. That's why Pittsburgh took him in the 1st round. Last in the league in rushing as a team last year were the Steelers. They're expecting Harris to kickstart their running game. You ask tight ends about their favorite routes to run, and surprisingly, this will pop up as one of their staples because they run so many routes in the middle of the field. How about this one? Starts downfield, bends it to the corner, great touch on the football, and they turn that one into a big play.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 11 now. Haskins. Completion here to Claypool. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you?
And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Now a give, running left is Harris. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris, his second touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point put through by Boswell. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Now to return it, here's Kenyon Drake. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Darnold. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. And a short gain down to about the 33. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. Meanwhile, Darnold throw complete there to Thomas. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Darnold. Flush to his right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Sam Darnold as the first half is winding down. And the Raiders have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And we'll see what they want to do. Just 20 seconds remaining here before the half. On play action, Haskins. Able to hit his target, Claypool. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Haskins looking to throw on first down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, it's Haskins. Flushed out right. And yet again, Haskins is intercepted. Third time. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he will be out of bounds as time has run out on this first half. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Raiders out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. On the return comes Drake. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's got some space here. And finally, wrestled down at the 11. So that about the shortest pass a quarterback can make, but it winds up going for a bundle.
Yeah, let's face it, in the stats, it sure looks like a heck of a throw, doesn't it? It's almost like in baseball when you get that little Texas leaguer that turns.
And caught by Thomas for a Raider touchdown. Michael Thomas, his second touchdown on the season. And the Raiders come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many...
Blitz coming, and down he goes. A CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
And they decided to go with the safety blitz there. And look, if that gets picked up, quarterback really has the advantage then, because he'll have more time to throw the football and some wide open space. But when it doesn't, that's a guy who gets a free run into the backfield. And oftentimes, the QB ends up on his backside, as he did there.
That's caught. It's James Washington. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 25 yards that time. Now Haskins. And he slings one that's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
An option handoff given to Harris. And he's going to be close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders' 42. 49 yards rushing for him now in the ballgame. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
The pickup there, 5 yards.
And that's why you spend a first-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
They go play action with Haskins. Looking deep here for Ebron. And this will be caught by his big tight end, Ebron, for a Steeler touchdown. Eric Ebron. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again. Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. On the return comes Drake. And he returns this to the 22.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Darnold. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Haskins throw there, hauled in by Claypool. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And Harris is not going to get there. Great work defensively to stop him short. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Darnold. And this is caught. Mercedes Lewis with a grab. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14.
Steelers 21.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Play action. Haskins. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA. He's going to launch it for Washington. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They go play action now. Haskins. He's going to let it go again. He's got a man complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Deontay Johnson, 75 yards. And the Steelers have now made this a one-score game. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. On the return comes Drake. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Let's go, baby.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. If they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Well, the terrible towels here at Heinz Field out in full force. Here's 3rd and long. From the 50, it's Darnold. That's into the hands of Edwards. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So both offenses come to life here in this third quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. Oh, he bowls over him. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge. I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. Now left side on the swing pass. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
To throw again on 2nd down. Darnold. Open man is Edwards. He's got it. And the Raiders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself, because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders are on their way to a 2-0 start. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Here comes Nelson. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too. Oh, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble, and the Raiders pick it up. But he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah,
and now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
a lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and throw for it with Haskins. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The shotgun snap for Darnold. And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Give them a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Off of play action, Darnold. Eluding the pressure, and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack.
Stephon Tuitt bounced back from injury in 2019 to fashion together a heck of a season in 2020. Top 10 in the NFL with a career-high 11 sacks. He's one of the best interior defenders in the game.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. The kick by Carlson is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
Here comes Nelson.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Again, it's Haskins. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Throwing on 2nd and long. Haskins. Completion here to Claypool. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Let's go, D.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Damon Harrison bringing in 341 pounds of power for the sack. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Raiders are going to win the football game.